Incremental ratings. Let's continue with the SuperMemo course pledgeable expansion. In this case, I will cover this window, the statistics window. Fal never addressed this in his video, so I will just cover it myself. First, it's a pity it's not customizable. You cannot make this your own. So, at least in my opinion, there are way too many stats that makes no sense to have present at all times. So why do I want the date when I started my collection to be present permanently in the user interface? This is never going to change. What's the point? And many more like good to know, but it's wasting my space. So what you could do is at least you can resize it. And actually that's what I did. Look at this, that's the statistics window. Because for me that is enough. Because most of the time, what I want to do is to check this, the review. You will understand why in future videos. But in very short overview, is that when you do something with the queues, in SuperMemo you have multiple queues. It's the only place that is shown. Nowhere else is shown. Don't ask me why this, instead of in the element window, it's in the stats window. Doesn't make any sense. But it's SuperMemo. I think you're already getting a pattern. You're noticing a pattern that there are certain choices that are terrible, especially design choices, that doesn't make any sense at all. But at least what you can do is to make it shorter. Feel free to have this if you want, if it motivates you to see all of the stats. I won't cover this. What I will do is suggesting videos that I already did, that I covered most of that. Okay, so you have those milestone stats from my own collection. Feel free to check those. Sometimes from a different user or Wozniak, with some speculation because I don't know much information. A user that has 2 million repetitions. District, so you only show useful metrics, is basically what I follow instead of having the entire thing. My opinion on the stats eventually is, should you check the stats often? Should you take decisions when this stat is too low or too high? Yeah, the stats of another collection, because yes, the stats are per collection. You cannot aggregate what you do in SuperMemo in case you're using multiple collections. There's no way. And even if you merge those collections, those stats, most of the stats would not be merged anyways. Then the limitation, which I shared this in this video. Limitations in stats when splitting and merging SuperMemo collections. Some bug reports, yeah, and some other milestones. So feel free to check any of those. Then it's still not over. I have one video about this speed, that is items, basically flashcards per year per minute. That what? Per year per minute? What is this? The retention, the priority protection, and many more. But we will take this incrementally. So the priority protection will wait to introduce priorities. Many of the things require some introduction. We don't have enough knowledge yet. So for now, this is enough. But the stats, it's not just this. You have some buttons, if you notice here. There's a menu you can get to some places. It's just convenience at the end of the day. So it's not something unique. All of those options are already in the element window. So no worries. That's all for now. See you in the next video.